Today we are going over my Google Calendar and how I organize my life on a day-to-day, week-to-week, and month-to-month basis. On my calendar, you'll be able to see how I balance out my work versus personal life. I recommend to take bits and pieces of how I organize my calendar and incorporate it into your own Google Calendar in a way that works best for you. It took me years to basically come up with a schedule that works for me. Some people prefer a very time-specific, small increment type of calendar, and some people just prefer having only the unique events added into their calendar. We're going to go ahead and start on the left side of the Google Calendar. So on Google Calendar, you have My Calendars and Other Calendars. Under Other Calendars, I don't really touch anything here, but it will typically show the holidays in the US if you're from the US. I keep that on just so that I can see what holidays are coming up, because that's important. And then for My Calendars, you're able to create as many as you'd like, I believe. But for me, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we have reminders and tasks. Reminders and tasks cannot be removed, so just keep that in mind. If you want to use them, you sure can, but I don't use them, so I go ahead and uncheck them. But as far as the calendars on the left-hand side, I like to add emojis just to make it look cute and to just give it a little bit of personality on my own personal calendar. You don't have to add emojis, but that's just personal preference. We will go through what each of my calendars are and what they entail. So if we display this only, we have appointments. So appointments are anything that I have to schedule in that is unique and has a specific time. So what I mean by that is health. Anything health related, going to the doctor's office, dentist appointment, if I have a masterclass to attend, or any meetings or any one-on-one coaching calls, I will go ahead and schedule that in under appointments. As you can see here, I have this as church, but that's because I moved to a new city and we're exploring different churches to see which one feels like home to us. But typically I will go ahead and actually put mostly like doctor's appointments and etc., as I explained earlier. Now we have self-care. So for self-care, this is anything that I consider me time. Anything that has to do with relaxation, with rejuvenating myself, anything skincare related, anything health related, anything that just requires me, myself, and I will go ahead and add it in. As you can see here, I have working out, I have journaling, praying, and reflecting. I have lunch. I consider this self-care because I neglect eating in the morning, so I try to make sure that I add that in, not just because I need to eat, but also because I need rest. If you give me the option, I'm a workaholic. I will continue working without a break for a long time and burn myself out. So it's really important that I add in my own lunch time so that I can actually re-energize myself, give myself a break because I need it. Otherwise, I'll be stuck on the computer forever. And then I have get ready for bed. That's more of like a nightly routine, but I do consider that like a me time type of thing because it's me winding down and getting ready to get into sleep. Now for birthdays, that's pretty explanatory. And it's only their birthdays. It's not any events for a birthday. It's just the actual birthday itself. For my YouTube calendar, this is anything YouTube related. Within my calendar, I have a business focused time block, and during business focused time block, I typically work on anything YouTube related. So that's why I have that under the YouTube calendar. Under the personal calendar, I will go ahead and actually schedule in anything social, anything that has to do with just personal time, cooking, eating, going to the movies. All of that is going to be considered personal. This also includes vacations, spending time with family, and then I also included my morning routine time block and my personal time block underneath the personal calendar because those two routines are personal for me. We have my blog, so this is anything blog related. Under my husband, that is anything that has to do with spending time with my husband, any events that I have going on that will include my husband, or any events that my husband has going on that I would like to be a part of. I would go ahead and schedule it under my husband calendar. SK Walker LLC is anything business related, and I don't schedule too much under here. This is mainly for me to look back on to see when we first established our business, so I remember to always pay my my fees. Anything tax related, I will go ahead and schedule under this. Tax related for my business, that is. And then anything that I need to be reminded of for my business, I will schedule under this calendar just to make sure that we're able to still run our business on a daily basis. And then I have work. So this is anything work related. I won't show it on here because I'm a contractor for the government. So I don't want to show what my work is, but I will go ahead and schedule all of that and have time blocks set up for work on my calendar. And then deadlines. So deadlines is anything that has a hard deadline, basically at all my due dates for all of my projects, tasks, and all that good stuff. You already know what kind of calendars I have, and when I schedule something, which calendar they'll be scheduled under. So I'm going to show you how I organize it. But at the top, you can see there are unscheduled events here, and I have these just to know what I have going on for the day. So for example, I have off-camera days, which are Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and then I have on-camera days, which are Tuesday and Thursday. Typically anything that I have to film, so filming for YouTube and filming for shorts, I will have on Tuesday and Thursdays. Scripting, editing, anything else that requires computer work will be Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. So that's typically not an assignment, so I'm not going to go ahead and put it in a time block. That's more of a theme for the day so that I know if I need to dress up or if I can dress down and just relax. So I put those at the top, and then those obviously fall under my YouTube calendar because it's mainly based off of if I'm going to be filming for YouTube or not. And then I have anything related to my blog that it's going to be mainly unscheduled. And then I have my time blocks. So each time block is really important because you have to know what time you're going to start and end your focus on a specific subject. So morning routine time block, that is all me time. So I'm going to make sure I solely focus on that. Visually seeing it and mentally knowing that it's my morning routine time block, it'll keep me from wanting and needing to go and work my business, because everyone just, you know, your business is your baby and you always want to work on it, but you want to make sure that you're giving enough time to yourself to make sure that you're focusing on your health. I'm someone who will want to work all day long in my business. So I make sure I have my morning routine time block and I'm focused only on things related to my morning routine. Then I have my business focus time block. Now with my business focus time block, I don't have my tasks scheduled in here because I actually have all my tasks on Notion because it changes on a day-to-day basis. When I need to have time blocks for work, I actually incorporate that. So I will overlap my business focus and then make sure I have my time block for my work only. But generally, I will have business focus where there's time I need to fill up because I just love my business so much. And then I also incorporate my lunches because I need to make sure that so a reason why I don't have scheduled in breaks besides my lunch is because I use PalmaFocus.io, and PalmaFocus.io will actually allow you to hyper-focus on specific tasks and then take the breaks when they are needed. So you can work on a task for 25 minutes, set up a 5-minute break, and then PalmaFocus.io will actually tell you when you need to take your break. So that's why I don't schedule all of that in, but you can if you'd like, if that works for you. I used to schedule in my breaks all the time, but now I just use PalmaFocus.io. And then I have my personal time block. So my personal time block has to do with anything that is personal. If we want to go to the movies, if we want to just wind down and play video games, if you want to have a movie night on the couch, or if we want to go walk at the park, walk the dogs, then this is all considered part of our personal time. And then at the end of the day, I have get ready for bed, and I incorporated that into my self-care calendar because that is me winding down, me doing my skincare, all the things I need to do, and then getting ready for bed. So I have these repeating on a daily basis. What I do is typically every quarter I will go ahead and review my calendar, see what I want to change around, and then I will go ahead and make the adjustments where it's needed. Even though most of my events are repeating, I don't always commit to them every single day because life happens. But what's important is the next day you have the opportunity to start again, to start over and do it all again, and just pick up where you left off. Don't beat yourself down if you're not able to stick to your schedule. Just make adjustments where you need. Now my calendar starts on a Monday because I realized that because I had it started on a Sunday, I wouldn't know what I was doing on Sunday on the weekend. I know the beginning of the week starts on a Sunday, but for me, just subconsciously, the week starts on a Monday. So it's important for me to have Monday, the first day of the week that shows on my calendar weekly, and then having the weekend showing at the end so I can see what I get to do. So if we look at this from a month's point of view, just by hitting M or going to the top right corner and selecting month, you can see what your calendar looks like. And it looks overwhelming because you have everything scheduled out and everything shown in a list formation. So that's why I think it's easiest and it's better to see on a weekly basis, just so that you can see what time everything starts. You can see the line as it's going down. Also, you'll see all of your scheduled things out. If I see it on a month calendar and let's say I have an appointment right here, I will miss it because I'm just like so overwhelmed by seeing all of this in one place that I'm not going to actually look through it. So I keep mine on a weekly base schedule, and then if I have an appointment that I need to go to, I can see it right on my weekly calendar. This is how I organize my calendar. I change it on a quarterly basis to suit my needs because things change as time goes on. So if you need to change it, then you'll make those changes. And so for the most part, anything that is work related, business related, I have it all scheduled out on my on Notion. So this is what my productivity template looks like, and then my social media content organization planner looks like. I'm going to be going over this actually next video. So if you want to see what my Notion looks like, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And if you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I'll see you next week. Bye.